So there's something that I stumbled upon on my TikTok, and it's something called passport bros. And it's basically American men that are now going overseas to different countries, which we already know about, but they want the women that they're with to remain foreign. So they're not actually intending to bring the women back to the United States because they feel like the women in the United States are kind of like tarnished goods. And I want you to watch this video, okay?
So there's this new movement called Passport Boys. It's when guys, American men, go over to whatever country, find someone, marry them, and bring them back. I'm beginning to jump on board with this whole thing because the dating in this Southern California area.
So in the video, you can hear where he says to bring them back to the United States, but actually one of the passport bros, like one of their like guest speakers or something, corrects him and says this.
We're not bringing them back here. Not us. We're going over to their country. We want our foreign women to stay.
What is going on? Like, I'm genuinely concerned for America right now. Like, do I need to try to be the president or like, I don't know, like be a mayor or something? What's going on?
No, you do not need to be a mayor or the president or something. You goofy. All right, you're a goofy. All right. And men have been going overseas for decades now, okay? Mostly the other guys, okay? The majority. They've been going overseas to these Asian countries and doing doing whatever they wanted and shit. And you never saw pushback from their women because it didn't change anything. It didn't change their lifestyle. It didn't affect them in any way and shit. They knew that the society over here was geared more towards women, towards criminal hypergamy and shit, which is what these guys were trying to escape after like one or two failed marriages or, relationships. If they were lucky, it was just, a fucked up relationship. Yeah. Guy's been doing it for a while and shit. And the guy that, corrected the man, he corrected him because he was using a racial epithet disguised as empathy, okay? Whenever you hear these guys talking about boys, passport boys, quotation marks inset, that's a racial epithet and shit, okay? Designed to minimize the traveling of black men overseas, okay? Passport boys. That's like back in the day, my day, when somebody like a Caucasian or something called you boy, and you gave them a two-hitter quitter. You hit them with a sucker punch, and they was laid on the curb there. That's what that's all about, okay? Them saying passport boys. I'm sure they don't refer to themselves as passport boys and shit, but I think you already knew this and whatnot because you're basically clout chasing, all right? You're basically clout chasing. You want clout, and we will address that right now.
This is for my black girls that want to go to South Korea. If you're not black, then please just keep scrolling. Girl, you are not a beauty standard in South Korea. There are going to be some men that will be attracted to you, but you're not a beauty standard, okay? We're talking about the plastic surgery capital in skin lightening. When I was in Korea, I looked like Shrek to 90% of the public. You go there, just remember that when they flocking over to the doves, don't get hurt. You better go to Korea with a mission, and it better not be to get a man. I have been traveling around the world my entire life, and I want to tell you the country that I will never ever live in and the country that I would love to live in forever. So the country that I would never ever ever live in ever is South Korea. This is a hard one because I love being in South Korea. I love so many things. I met so many great people. But Korea doesn't have any anti-discrimination laws, and I faced a lot of discrimination there. It was so bad to the point to where it almost damaged how I viewed myself. Being rejected and really just being outcasted just because you look like me, that's not good. I would never live there ever again. The place that I would live forever is Germany. Germany has me on a chokehold. It's remarkable. Like, literally. The German people and me, we got something going on. Like, I'm so happy here. Guten Tag! So if you did not know, I bleach my skin and I'm going to show you why. So I used to deal with horrible acne, which left me with a lot of dark marks. As you can see here in this photo, I didn't really have a lot of pimples, but I did have a ton of dark marks. Just recently, my skin looked like this because of acne. If you look here in this photo, you can see in this outer ring of my face where you can see the skin starting to bleach out. However, I did bleach my skin at one point for a really, really long time, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So first it was like this, just, pretty calm, pretty chill. And then I got even lighter. And then I got even lighter. And this is where it went too far. The only reason why I bleach my skin is because when I get acne, they turn dark. And I want you to see my face right now. Like, I have dark marks here. I have them here. I have them here. I'm not ashamed. And neither should you. I love being black. And that's why I stopped using the cream for so long. But now my skin's acting back up, so I'm bleaching out the dark mark. I don't care. There's something wrong with my For You page. And I know I'm not the only one. But look at this. Just look at it.
Hey, as soon as it pop, bro, pull that fire out. Nice and silky smooth. Was a sprinkles guy when I was younger with ice cream.
Like, I know I'm in these European streets, but what's happening? Like, is it just my For You page or us women going over there?
Hypocrisy. That's the name of that's the word for today. Overt misandrous hypocrisy. All right? This female in question, this female passport goofy, as I like to call her, is a world traveler. Okay? She makes no bones about it. She's not, to her credit, she's not admonishing men for trying to travel or whatnot. But as you can see, she's traveling all over the planet, all over the diaspora, having various experiences, looking for love, doing the hookup culture, in various countries. I think she's currently in Germany, but she spent an inordinate amount of time in South Korea thirsting over Asian men and having varied degrees of success, from what I can see, but their overt racism over there, their xenophobia, which is insurmountable, kind of pushed her to move elsewhere. We even see her in the red light district, taking in the sights there, making a comment about how the women are hot as fuck. And, it just, when I hear that little slight comment, and then I see the other TikTok where she admits to bleaching her skin and shows the results, it just screams, Stockholm Syndrome, appropriately enough, since she's in Germany. Yeah, she has Stockholm Syndrome. A lot of our women have Stockholm Syndrome and shit. And a myriad other mental illnesses that we're just tired of dealing with. All right? I'm not condemning everyone and shit. And I cringe inside that I have to make a verbal disclaimer when I'm making a commentary about shit over here in the colonies and shit, okay? I cringe. I wish that, a lot of you females would just stop clout chasing and shit, stop taking shots. Men are traveling, okay? All kinds of men are traveling and shit. But you guys are acutely focused on shaming black men for any kind of movement they do outside of your purview, outside of your oversight. Like, you need to control every goddamn thing and shit. It's a classic narcissism and shit, okay? Just tired of it. I'm not really accusing this female of it, but I want to point out that it's that mantra. What I'm thinking when I see this female traveling all over the planet, and as opposed to the thousands now of videos of women shaming black men for trying to travel overseas, telling them they're going over there doing sexual trafficking and other criminal activities involving underage people, it just makes me angry. It's that do as I say, not as I do bullshit, okay? Do as I say, not as I fucking do. They're traveling overseas. They're doing all kind of shit, engaging in risky behavior sexually, and then coming back over here and shit. I'm going to do the shit that black women were doing in the 80s and the 90s and shit with the fucking Oprah show. They were talking about down low brothers and shit. I want to talk about some down low sisters and shit. Ghetto gagging across the planet and shit. Going to these foreign countries, letting these dudes do whatever and shit. Then they come back home and they want to play the role and shit. They want to go hide in the black church and shit and say, I'm celibate now and shit after I just been on that carousel riding like a motherfucker. I had like a giant lunch lady roll of tickets on the cock carousel and shit. Now I'm done doing that. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to bullshit around, put on a mask, and then I'm going to make some simp, go through the 5 stages of grief repeatedly until I break him off a piece of the starfish style missionary. And then, if he's lucky, I will marry him and drive him into an early grave, buried in debt and kids that may or may not be his. Yes, I'm going there. Okay? I'm tired of the hypocrisy, the rampant, misandrous hypocrisy that is has dragged our community into the abyss. And the shit is still sinking. Okay, it's like in quicksand. I don't know where the levels are, shit. I don't know if the shit is up to my chin or over my fucking head at this point. And you know what? Oddly enough, I don't give a fuck. I'm that goddamn lethargic and shit. But I have to fight it. Okay? As long as these motherfuckers are dominating the social media and putting out misinformation and hate speech and shit, and this platform ignores it and shit, I gotta keep rolling and shit, okay? We gotta keep rolling together and shit, okay? I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit that bell icon, and I would like you to subscribe and shit, I'd like you to subscribe. It's up to you. It's a free country, they tell us, right? But we got shit like this, right? Do as I say, not as I fucking do.